Ma'am, I'm Captain Holt of the Albany Fire Department. We're gonna get you out of here. You're gonna be just fine, all right?
I mean, we started off great. You know, it was so romantic.
You never assume I would do anything worthy of respect. Anything honorable.
Honorable? I just want out.
Is there anything in you that wants to save your marriage? I'm going to send you something in the mail.
What are you doing?
Maybe I'd like to have dinner with my wife.
I do not love you.
How am I supposed to show love to somebody who constantly rejects me?
I've seen you run into a burning building and save people you don't even know, but you're gonna let your own marriage just burn to the ground.
In the last few days, he has fixed me coffee, bought me flowers, and just now called just to see if I'm doing okay.
God has given me a love for you that I have never had before.
Captain, you gotta get out of the house. The roof is about to give. You gotta get out.
I thought it was going to be hard to top Facing the Giants. I thought Facing the Giants was a great story. I thought Flywheel was a great story. And I thought, man, a marriage movie, there have been so many marriage movies. And yet, when I've seen everything from the action to the interaction, it's pretty phenomenal to me.
I'm so excited about Fireproof. I mean, I can't tell you. This movie has almost every emotion you'd want to see in a movie.
I believe that people are going to be laughing hard, crying hard in this movie, caught up in the romance of Caleb and Catherine, and then walking out of the theater with something to think about.
Good morning. Today is the first day we go to war. We're going to do it with a good attitude. We're going to take some ground. You know, we started off several years ago with Flywheel, hoping it would minister to our community, and God took it to tens of thousands. Then we did Facing the Giants, hoping that it would minister to 1 million people, and God's taken it in 56 countries, 13 languages, thousands of people saved, and that excites us. And that's fruit that remains, and it's something bigger than any of us could do individually. So I hope that you guys are excited. It is so important that we are unified and that our focus is on the Lord and we're seeking His power. This is His movie.
Never have I worked on a project that I started the first day on my knees praying. It just doesn't happen. I mean, you don't walk into a set every day and take 10 minutes out of the day and say thank you to the Lord for allowing you to be there, to glorify Him. A producer would melt on a Hollywood set.
We've got a praying church. We prayed before we cast people. We prayed for the right resources and the right production to come in, and they did. We would meet with the actors and surround them in prayer and ask God to enable them to do better than they are able to do on their own.
We want to do something bigger than ourselves. We want to ask God for something that would normally be impossible for a group of people to do when we haven't necessarily been trained in this area, to come together, to pray first, to work in unity and in harmony, and do whatever it takes to get this project to come to pass.
It's just a radically different experience to be on a set where everybody is here for something much bigger than themselves. They're here for the Lord, and they see God's hand working in their lives every day.
And we're back on the set of Fireproof, and today we are filming the house burning down. We've got all these cool pyro guys out here to make sure everybody stays safe, and we've got our actual fire department out here in case anything goes wrong.
Hey Aaron, sorry to bother you, but it's time to set you on fire, so let's go.
Oh, okay.
What's going to happen is first this shot of this fire truck coming down the road, the camera's going to move, they're going to hop out of the car, they're going to come over this way, they're going to see people in the front yard, they're kind of freaking out because their house is on fire. There's smoke coming out of those two front windows right there. Caleb is going to see the need. They're going to find out there's somebody stuck in the fire.
We find out that there's a little girl trapped in the back bedroom, and we go in to save her.
And action!
You live here? Is everybody out of the house?
Lacey!
All right, These handsome gentlemen right here are homegrown at Sherwood Baptist Church. They're all volunteers from the church, and they're playing our main firefighters in the movie. We got Stephen Durbin, Ken Bevel, Eric Young, and Jason McLeod. They're doing a fabulous job. Don't they look tough? They look like real firefighters, don't they?
I'm Ron Rowe with the Albany Fire Department. I'm training chief here, and we're training some of the actors here for Fireproof. They have a call in the movie, and when the call comes in, they have to go and get dressed and get on the truck. And that's what we're doing here, is trying to get them accustomed to that so they look like it's really in a real-life situation when we film it. All right, let's go, let's go. Go ahead and zip, go ahead and zip. Get in there, let's go.
My name is Jason McLeod. I'm playing Eric Harmon. He is the rookie. They just got us out here a little early, just kind of crash course on how to get your gear on and get efficient with it, get on the truck, get out, and get, preparing for scenes.
Your legs, squeeze your legs. Good job, good job. We'll do it again.
As our actor Kirk Cameron is practicing on the radio, he was physically pushing the button talking on the radio, and so it was going out over the city. All the firemen were hearing this house fire that's on 11th Avenue, and some of them were going into action thinking there was a real fire over here. He now knows, don't push the button when you're talking on the radio. As soon as he comes up, you're telling your guys, get that supply line, and you run up, we got 2 inside, I need you. And you're like, all right, we got 2 inside, let's go, let's go. And you run back to the... Gotcha. Action!
Lower with the pole, there you go. Hit here. Jason, go to your left a little.
Jason, look up, Jason, look up. Right. Over there. React! Get him out. He's on fire.
It's one thing to come in here and just shoot really cool things and fire trucks, but it's another challenge to make sure that it stays true to what they want the viewer to feel when they're watching it. And so that all the dramatic points are touched on too, not just, great, cool stuff.
Boy, the pyro guys had a lot of fire going on in there, so we got real close to it. There's a lot of heat. It's hard to breathe with these apparatuses on your face. Boy, you got a lot of respect for firefighters. It's a lot of hard work.
As soon as he lights it, we say action, and you do this. You look around, you look and see it. You do this. You grab the girl, you come over like this, and you lower her like this, and you look down, and then you go down. Act like you're about to shoulder yourself through the floor. So that the viewer has a great emotional ride in this movie, and that they get a sense for what firemen really do and how dangerous it can be. I hope it just adds to the whole movie's desire to build people's faith in God.
This entire movie hinges on this scene. So I'm going to say a quick prayer, because not that I'm worried about it, I want God's biggest blessing on this scene, and so I'm going to say a prayer here, and let's just y'all just pray along with me silently, and I just want to make sure that everything that God wants this scene to be, it is. And so let's just ask for His blessing and guidance and favor on the scene. Action. Today we're shooting scene 33, which is the salvation scene where Caleb Holt comes to Christ, realizing that his frustration at his wife not accepting his demonstration of love to her is just like the fact that he's not accepting God's demonstration of love to him. And when he puts that parallel together and realizes that he is not deserving of God's love, but yet God still extends it to him, and that his wife is not deserving of the attention he's giving her, but he still should love her unconditionally. That is played out in this scene, and it is so much a parallel of what the Lord Jesus Christ did for us.
I'm not doing to God what Catherine's doing.
Correct.
And he says, isn't it?
No, that's not what this is about.
That is not what this is about. We're talking about Catherine.
That's
We're not
right.
talking about me. And he says,
you just asked me.
Right, he's forcing it back to the issue.
That's right.
How can you do this? You don't have what you can't get what you don't have.
You settle between you and God before you can settle you and Catherine. That's right. Okay, yeah, let's shoot it. The correlation between his relationship with his wife and Christ's relationship with the church. And so a great scene between father and son.
We're in Shellman, Georgia, early in the morning. You see our locomotive behind me, get into position. You see our wrecked car over here? So we're setting up 2 days worth of shots today. It's going to be very exciting. One of the things I've been looking forward to filming.
This is a community that's faith-based. Sherwood came and spoke to our church, and we had the Facing the Giants movie that we'd watched the Sunday night before Ray came, and it got everybody acclimated, which my family had already bought the movie, and we thought it was that was where we wanted to go. And if there's a movie that was going to be filmed in Shelton, this is the kind of movie we wanted.
My name is Dave Smoot. I'm with the Georgia Southwestern Railroad Company, and we donated today and tomorrow's use of the railroad, the locomotive, train crews. And action, train!
Dispatcher, this is Roosevelt Command. We have a car on the train tracks. Notify.
The camera's going to come right up to your head, and then we're going to do the front shot where it's, you know, your helmet pops off your head, and then we continue with the second camera coming right by you.
Got this.
1, 2, 3.
When Michael almost gets hit by a train, everyone's going to look at him and say, try to find out how he reacts. But after the train scene, Michael praises God and thanks him for, not allowing him to die at that time. And I think the rest of the firemen kind of, see how he reacts. And man, this is really a guy. Man, he's the real deal.
Now, as the train goes by, you slowly calm down. You're like, you're breathing hard. If you've seen people freaked out, they don't just shut it down. They kind of ramp down.
Don't let me die, please don't leave.
I promise you we are not going to leave you. You're going to be all right.
Captain, she's alive but not responding.
So we needed a forklift, and it just so happens that the man who lives right next to the location we're shooting has his own forklift.
We had originally planned to have a wrecker there where we would tow the car in and off, but every time we did that, it would kind of pull pieces apart of the car, and it would take we couldn't quite get the car in the right place each time, And we were standing around there going, boy, what we really need is a forklift truck.
And I stand there talking to this gentleman whose house happened to be right across the tracks from the wreck scene. He said, I've got a fork truck. He said, I can put that car anywhere you want it for free.
What are the odds that here is a guy that we hadn't planned that had a forklift just so he could drive it up and pick up the car, and then we were able to place the car perfectly every time and just come in with a forklift. Now that's totally the Lord.
He had seen both our movies, Flywheel and Facing the Giants, and said, these movies are great. If I can help you do anything, let me know.
And we're sitting there looking at one another saying, only God can make this happen. How many people have a forklift in their backyard?
You realize what we're doing? We're getting in the back of a pickup truck on railroad tracks, and we're going to chase a train backwards. Only in a Sherwood movie.
They tried it in Indiana Jones once, but they couldn't figure it out.
We chased a train on the rails, then we're chased by a train on the rails.
Chasing the sun and chasing the train.
Yeah.
And it's all going to be in the movie.
But you know why we're okay? Because we're fireproof.
This set is very like a lot of sets in a lot of ways, but it's so 180 degrees.
I'd like to shoot the 35 from here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hold on, this is not right. Give me the 50. All right. Yeah, this is better. We'll use the 50 from here, and then we'll go to the 35 for tight here, and I think those two will work perfect. Okay.
Whatever the boss wants.
This is how we roll.
I used to watch movies and I would see the credits roll and I would think this is just like how the church should be. Multiple people with gifts and talents all working together for a common goal.
If they're technically experienced, they can help the camera or lighting or sound crew. If they have good fashion sense, they can work in costuming, So it's amazing whatever your talent or your passion is that, the Lord provides us with this film ministry where everybody can be a part of it.
We could not shoot in a neighborhood without having our security guys. So we got a bunch of men from the church over watching the house, watching the set, our cars, everything. So we were very grateful for them.
I think that the volunteer attitude on set makes it just a sweeter place to be because then everyone knows I'm here because I want to be here.
Every single person, whether they're involved in security or they're involved in sound or any of the 50 different, occupations on a set, every single one of them is giving their all every single day
I'm a member at Sherwood, and we are painting one of the rooms that they're going to do like a eating scene with the firemen, and we've painted it what we thought was a taupe looking, and it turned out pink. And then we tried another, and it was just a brighter pink. So now we've, what are you doing? now we have went as brown as we possibly can to make sure it's a manly color, because they said any color but pink. So.
Well, when we came on to make Giants 3 years ago, there were only 5 of us that were professionals. Everybody else had never made a movie before, never even been on a movie set before. So we had to show them how you departmentalize everything. This time, we've had the same group of volunteers, and they knew the very first day what they needed to do.
Officially, I'm a part of the camera department, but really on set, you help out wherever you need be.
On set, I am being a set dresser. I'm kind of assisting Sheila McBride, who's the head set dresser.
I'm just volunteering. I have been a member of the church for a couple of years, and I'm very active in volunteering.
I feel like, wow, they let me volunteer to do this? I can't believe that.
We don't want people in the movie just to become a star or to get famous or for some other selfish reason. We want people in the movie because they desire to glorify God.
I look at it the same way as I look at helping out on Wednesday nights in the children's ministry. We just happen to make movies from time to time.
Working with volunteer actors is always an exciting, living on the edge kind of journey.
This concerns me. I found one of the doctor's roles. Patient looks sick, needs help, don't know what to do. That really concerns me.
We did some acting training with them. We tried to pick people that were a fit for the personality of what we were looking for the roles.
This is when we are going to shoot a little montage video of Jason cleaning the pole, and someone plays a prank on him and pours a bucket of water down the chute. Oh no. Well, it's real funny. But the joke's going to be on Alex, because after that happens, he's going to take a picture with Jason by the pole. Jason's going to hug him against the pole. I'm going to run in and grab his legs, and Ken and Terrell are going to pour water from down top on the director.
Watching a church family all use their gifts and talents and pour it into this project together was pretty overwhelming.
There's a lot of times every single day that you'll kind of be in the midst of chaos. I'll sit just for a second and everything will become a little bit in slow motion and blurry, and then some person will just be in focus doing some incredible thing. And it could be just praying over in a corner somewhere. It could be handing out water. Every single day there's hundreds and hundreds of examples like that go maybe on the surface unnoticed, but at the same time they're noticed by everybody.